Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a love reading for the collective. Hello, collective. Hope you are all doing well. This is a reading for, I'm tuning into general energies and not one person's specific energy. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't try to make anything fit that's not yours. Maybe that's a message for someone else. If you would like a reading where I tune into your specific energies, there is a link in the description box below, and you are welcome to schedule your own reading with me. So let's look at your wants in the relationship. Your wants. Two of Wands. Spread your wings. Feels like you're wanting something new. You're wanting, feels like you're a little hesitant, like you haven't really stepped forward to make something happen in the relationship. But it's like you're getting ready. Maybe you're getting ready for a relationship. Maybe from the safety of your home, of your castle, you've got some ideas and some passionate ideas about what you want. But it looks like right now you're focusing on taking care of yourself. You're working through power dynamics, maybe getting your power back. Looks like there's, for a lot of you, what I'm getting is that there was a past relationship that ended poorly. And there was a lot of overgiving. I get the feeling that you overgave to the connection. It was very one-sided. They were stringing you along, and you were giving to them and they were giving to someone else. It feels like you gave a lot of your power away to this connection and to this person. And so now you are concerned with, it feels like there's this picture that to be in a relationship, you give away your power. And you're just starting to really get your power back. And you're like, I don't want to go into another relationship if that means that I've got to, I lose who I am in the connection. Wow. So it looks like, your wants in a relationship is you want equality. You want equal give and take. You want reciprocity. You don't want someone who is the boss of you, and you don't want to be the boss of someone. You want equality. Wow. All right. Your person's wants is confront. Feels like your person wants to heal their inner child. Your person wants to face their shadows. Feels like your person, oh, wow. Feels like your person is having an awakening right now, that they are really seeing themselves in the truth of who they've been, seeing the truth of how they have hidden from their childhood traumas, that they have created a fantasy version of who they are built on ego, and it's created a lot of confusion. There's a lot of toxicity with your person. that right now that they have the opportunity. I'm getting for some of them, they are doing everything they can to distract them from these emotions. There's something about you healing and you wanting, as you've healed and taken back your power, this person, it's like I get this feeling like someone, like maybe you have tried to tell this person again and again, this is what's going on, and maybe for years, maybe decades, and they're like, no, 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 it's you, it's you. And now that it feels like a separation, it feels like this might be your ex. And it feels like the more you take back your energy, the more you take back your power, the more empowered you get, the more clear you get about what you will and won't accept in a relationship. It's creating an awakening for this person. It's ironic. Like it feels like whatever you've been telling them, your honest opinion of what's going on with them, issues they need to address. They were like, bull hockey, that's you, you know, something is happening. There's a big shift. They're having to um, look at their choices. It's hard for them to even look at themselves, is what I'm getting. I mean, how can they focus on the choices that are the options that they have, because they can't even look at themselves clearly. They're realize it feels like they're seeing their ego. They're seeing the truth of how they've behaved, of belief systems that were built to uh, keep the ego alive. And yeah, wow, that's really powerful. All right, some differences that you have with your person are choose your battles. Well, this definitely makes sense. 7 of Wands. I get the feeling that you are this person collective, and your person has been um, a large ego, maybe even a bully, someone who made you feel small, someone who demanded that you show up smaller than them, that their egos couldn't handle you in your full light and your full truth. Someone that who made you feel very defensive. I get the feeling that this person doubled down on bullying and being cruel and ruthless, and you stood your ground and stayed in your truth. Even if your truth uh, was truth that's not so positive for you, because to be truthful and honest with yourself, you've had to look at your own ego issues. Feels like you examining your ego issues, you facing your ego issues, you bringing the light of truth into this connection made this person feel like death, like you were creating a very scary scenario for them. You were ready to face your ego issues and heal from ego, like an out of balanced ego, a toxic ego issues, but they were not ready. They they were, it's like their ego could feel the truth, which means that their ego would die And so their ego was like, this person is making you feel like death. Feels like, again, like a projecting blame onto you. They weren't ready. They were terrified of the truth coming out. They wanted to keep just keep on with the lies. Let's just keep pretending that everything I say and do is amazing. Wow. Yeah, I get the feeling that someone in this connection is living in the past and someone is moving forward. Someone is just stuck in the past and recreating the past, and someone is just tired of that and moving forward. Someone's found their independence. It feels like you have found your independence and they're stuck in the past. They're stuck in a past cycle. They don't want to, they refuse to change. I get that it's too painful for them. All right, your similarities is 8 of Pentacles. Dedicated effort. You both are really working on work. You both are working. It feels like this has been emotionally very taxing, very painful for both of you. And so both of you are working on your job, on building your business, on work to help distract your focus, to build up your income, to find some type of stability. What's also interesting with this image, you know, I feel like both of you are working at, just like this painter is working, but there's just this ever like a shadow of energy, a constant background noise about your connection. So the moment either of you like puts down distraction, in comes all this energy that has not been dealt with around the painful emotions in this connection. Oof. I get a desire from both of you. Another similarity in this between the two of you is this desire to let this go. The desire to, there's some type of painful, something unresolved, and it's wearing on both of you. Your emotional compatibility is the energy of release. Both of you wanted this connection to work out. Both of you wanted success, and there just wasn't. This was not a very successful union. This union had some wonderful ups, these amazing, beautiful moments. But it looks like both of you went into this connection without a long-term vision. Maybe you thought 5-10 years out, but neither of you thought about like what happens way down the road. Where do I want to continue to grow this relationship? So both of you thinking 5-10 years, like what you would want to create in this connection for, you know, a relatively, you know, that's for some people that might be a long period of time, but for a couple of years, like you envisioned and planned. But it feels like after that 5-10 years, there's like, I want something different. Both of you wanted something different. both of you couldn't agree on how to co-create and make this relationship grow. Maybe you were both just too young or immature or something. I feel like right now the emotional compatibility that you have is that you both want to release this connection, release the emotional pain from it, the emotional burden of being responsible for the other person's emotions. Feels like there was a lot of blame in this relationship, a lot of blaming each other for your lack of fulfillment, lack of satisfaction in this connection, and maybe even in life. Both of you are wanting to let this go. Feels like both of you are ready to move on and release this. Your physical compatibility with this person is heart chakra. I get the feeling physical compatibility. When this relationship started, it feels like you were both physically very compatible. Physically, when you guys were very passionate and attracted to each other, that you both rushed towards each other in that passion. Both of you are very intelligent. Both of you can communicate, at least at the beginning of the relationship. There was communication, fast movement, needing to it's like it felt very like you knew each other. Maybe there's some type of soul connection, or it felt like there was a soul connection, a heart connection. Feels like you physically agreed. Not only were you sexually compatible, it feels like you enjoyed doing the same activities. There was a lot of physical compatibility at the beginning of this relationship. I get that at the end of the relationship, for a lot of you, it feels the exact opposite. There was a lack of physical compatibility. Something even sexual. It feels like there was very little sexual or physical connection at the end of this relationship. Feels like there's a lot of pain around that for both of you. Feels like some of you didn't feel comfortable, or it wasn't a type of relationship where you could share with your person how uncomfortable something private, something sexual that was happening, that some of you tried to voice this concern that I don't like that. Something very personal, very bedroom, very private. And someone in this connection didn't care, wouldn't listen, didn't care about your physical happiness, about your satisfaction in the bedroom. I feel like you might have communicated this and their ego couldn't take it and shut that down, made it impossible. So you made it so some reaction or reactions that they had made it very clear that you were to never, ever cross their desires again, that what happened in the bedroom was for them. I get the feeling that some of you were repulsed by their touch, that by being with someone at first that was so much fun, but then there was just the splitting of ways and a lack of desire to want to be in this relationship, a lack of desire of the physical aspects. There's something very painful here, very painful. And I'm sorry for both sides. I feel like this division and an inability to talk about it openly without egos and hurt and be, it feels like this, it is at the center of your reading. Feels like if you were the one who was repulsed by their touch because over time they showed you they don't care of how they come at you. They don't care if you are physically satisfied. Then it's really hard to receive touch. Maybe you could feel that this person was very, oh, there's a lot coming in. I hope this isn't too much. It feels like this person, someone here, not only were their wants and desires not taken into consideration, but even if you said, please don't do this, that was not taken into consideration. That in that most vulnerable space, you were not cared for, that your job was to please them and fluff their ego and tell them how amazing they are, that you were being used, you felt used sexually. There wasn't a connection. There stopped being a connection and it started being feeling like you were an object for their sexual release, that you weren't treated as an equal by far. You weren't treated even as a human. You were treated as an object, and that they only were kind and touched you when they wanted release. That might be very specific for a few of you, but it's coming, the energy's coming through. So there's a lot about this sexual incompatibility. At first it feels very compatible, and then it just I'm so sorry for if this is resonating, because it feels like it's created how you view yourself. That's why the heart chakra is at the center of the reading. It's colored, it's painted how you now view yourself, how you view relationships. It also makes a lot of sense with what you want in a relationship and how you feel the lack of reciprocity. That you've healed enough that you're considering and thinking about a new relationship, but it feels like this is a concern. Not only do I want to I don't want the mismatch in power dynamics, and I want someone who is loyal and equal, but it feels like this is a very hidden truth that you don't want to give your power away in the bedroom. You want to feel safe with the person you're with. You want to feel understood and held, that you want to feel like an equal and a human, and you want to connect with that physical intimacy. You're not looking to be used. Ooh, I can just feel a lot of movement around this. All right, mental compatibility between you and your person is 8 of Wands. but this is a fast moving energy. You both are fast thinkers. You both are very, very smart. You both have the access and the ability to switch your perspective. It also, I feel like you both want success and growth. Feels like you have different ideas about what that is. Oh my gosh, wow. 8 of Wands clarified by 8 of Wands in reverse. Mental compatibility. Right now, both of you are not mentally compatible. Both of you are thinking in very different ways. One of you is thinking your thinking is slow. There's delays and frustration, and someone is fast thinking, focused on their success and growth. Someone's really confident about their success and growth in the direction they're moving, and someone is frustrated and panicked and slowing down. Wow, right now, I think at times you guys do have a lot of compatibility mentally. Right now is not, you couldn't be more opposite. I feel like if you had a conversation with this person, you'd be at 2 different vibrations completely. And it doesn't feel like, it feels just kind of like missing, like you guys wouldn't be able to, there's no overlap. You guys see things very differently, very differently. It's like night and day, 2 different colors completely. Wow. There's such a lack of mental compatibility right now. Wow. With tuning into this and seeing this, it feels like communication with this person right now would be a waste of time, because they're just, whatever you say, they're not even going to be able to register. And I feel like whatever they have to say would be so behind, and like they haven't done the work, and so they're like still in the past, or their thinking is still slow and in the past. They haven't caught up, and that would be so frustrating to have to listen to someone who's so far behind. I feel like one person's in grad school and the other person is still back in kindergarten mentally. I mean, sure, someone from kindergarten and a graduate student, they can communicate, but after some basics, it would be very frustrating. I, I, yeah, if you're desiring open communication with this person, it does not seem like, from, if all this is resonating with you, that right now is not a good time to connect with this person if you want success. So what's a possible outcome for the collective? Possible outcome for the collective. Ooh, 9 of Wands. Stand your ground. Create very create protective boundaries, energetically, mentally, verbally. It's okay to say no. feels like the outcome right now feels like you're both exhausted from this, that this has caused a lot more pain and strife than either of you expected. Your faith has been tested. You've also learned from this difficult journey that how resilient you can be, how to set up healthy boundaries. Feels like there's some event, something where you will have to communicate and meet up with this person. It's like you're gearing up to meet with this person. When it eventually happens, it feels like you don't want to be this battled, weary soldier. It feels like you want to feel safe behind your boundaries. You want to feel rested. And right now that's not where you are. It does not look like a coming together. It feels like how to protect yourself. You know, each of you want to guard against each other. Wow. All right, messages. Let's look at some messages. How about messages? We'll start with messages from you, collective, to your person. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Interesting. Are there things that you did in the relationship that you aren't proud of? Some more messages that collective wants to say to their person. We will be together again. I wish I could share my good news with you. At some point, maybe this was your best friend. Maybe this was who you shared the little things about your day and your most personal things. The timing just wasn't right for us. All right, so how about messages? Drawn to a different set of message cards. So let's get messages from your person to collective. What does your person want to tell collective? That's a lot of messages. I want to make amends. Maybe your person wants to apologize. Maybe that's part of the awakening that's happening right now, is seeing some truths. I don't know what you want. Your person wants to say, I still have feelings for you. Your person wants to say, I don't know how to feel. Wow. I'm not financially stable. You both are working on your Eight of Pentacles. That's a shared energy. Maybe this is a shared feeling you are having as well? Question mark. I want you back. So I do get from these messages from your person that there is a missing you quality. I can't do this. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm not sure if it's I can't do this, I can't do the relationship, I can't do this as in releasing ego. I can't do it. Feels like just an overwhelm. I can't do this. So, wow. All right. That's your love reading. Whew. Thank you so much for sharing your energies with me. I hope this was helpful. Take care. Bye.